welcome back to my K-pop Tarot channel. Today I'm going to be doing one of my subscribers recommended reading, which is on NCT Dream or NCT as a whole, member Haechan, to see who his future spouse might be. While watching this video, please keep in mind that this is all for entertainment purposes only. I don't claim to know this person, his feelings, his thoughts or anything like that. I'm just telling what my cards are pointing to me. Take my words with a grain of salt, as they might be completely incorrect. And yeah, without further ado, subscribe, like, and let's start. So, please describe who is NCT member Haechan going to marry. Who is his future spouse? Who is Haechan going to marry? Okay. Thank you. Haechan future spouse. Who is this person? Please describe it to me. Haechan future spouse. Haechan is from NCT. Okay. I'm going to take this card, otherwise there's going to be way too many. NCT member Haechan future spouse. NCT member. Okay. This. And finally, NCT member Haechan future spouse. Thank you. Okay, let's see what cards did we get. Interestingly, so I got the card from the archetype card deck, Father, and the card of Child Nature. From the tarot, I got the card of Three of Swords and the card of the Tower, but it is in reverse position. And from the other oracle deck that I own, I got the card of Saturn in Sagittarius, Fulfillment. So right off the bat, I do think that this relationship with this person that Haechan is going to marry is definitely going to be will have a rocky start. Maybe they're going to start when NCT is still, an idol, and they will have to be really careful, when to meet up, when to actually, hang out, and I do think that at the beginning, at least, there's going to be way more interactions, between, phone, like through social media rather than in person. There is even a chance that throughout this relationship, they're going to break up at some point and maybe get back together, or this relationship is going to start when one member of this relationship, maybe Haechan or maybe his future spouse, is going to break up with other person. I do think that this person, Haechan's future spouse, has been through a lot in their life, because I do think that they have gone through moments in their life where they felt like their worth was not fully appreciated, where they felt like people might use them for selfish reasons for something. I do think that this person is a big dreamer. They have a lot of goals in their life that they want to achieve, and I do think that this person is definitely very hopeful, even if things seem like rock bottom. They know how to get up and move forward. I do think that, I don't know why, but I get this feeling like this person has been criticized a lot, and I don't understand why, like always pointing fingers at this person for doing right or wrong things. I don't know why. As well as that, this person is definitely uh, definitely loves animals, and they, maybe even have like a cat or dog or a rabbit or a parrot, but some sort of animal um, they have or currently want to have in their life, in their home. Also, this person to me seems like a very creative and supportive type of human being. They have a positive guiding light to them, that all you can almost this person almost seems to me like a really good example for other people, how to continue and how to improve as a human being. I don't know why, but color green and like this sort of arty colors like brown, dark green, even like black comes into sight for this person. Maybe they really like nature, or maybe they like to go outside for walks or take pictures of like trees, of the sun, of the moon, and so on, even like the stars. I do think that Haechan definitely wants to start a family with this person, and I wouldn't even be shocked if they will get married after like a pregnancy announcement of some sort, But I do think that this relationship is definitely not going to be, oh, I'm going to marry you on the first date after we meet up. No, I think that they will date for a bit and have a rocky start, or, have really fun moments together. But, this relationship will require some time before they, announce their marriage and so on. As well as that, I got the card of Saturn in Sagittarius, which is the card of fulfillment. This tells me that for Sagittarians, the areas of life in which Saturnian discipline and responsibility find most fulfillment is the quest for knowledge and truth. So they definitely seem like this very justable type of person who always wants, the best for everyone, both for themselves and for other people. They really like to seek out truth, and they don't like to be lied on or, you know, have other people to rely on and then feel disappointed for their actions and so on. People with this combination are intellectually proud and have a strong desire to be accepted as an authority in a specialized field. Philosophy and religion are of great importance to Saturn Sagittarius, and they speak out for the stick consciously to their own moral code. The planet Saturn gives an ambition of Sagittarius a solid sense of achievement and injects reality into the natural optimism. Even if they are very hopeful, even if they are very optimistic, they also know the reality aspect, and they can be seen as a bit too uptight at times, but they definitely are like this, even if they are not, the bosses or the leaders in, their group, but they definitely do play a big part because their opinions are, very intellectually and reality-like responses, and I think that their words are taken into consideration in a lot of, decisions and so on. The negative side of people with this planet sign combination can be self-righteous attitude that attempts to impose its philosophy and ethics on others. This can defeat the Sagittarian's strong need for personal reputation. There can be bluntness in Saturn Sagittarian manner, which, although prompted by honesty, may have little concern for other people's feelings. However, hypocrisy is not something Saturn Sagittarians are comfortable with, and they may prefer to settle for the wrath of the offended. Long-distance travel, particularly for businesses or any of the above activities, can be successful and quite lucrative for Saturn Sagittarians. Likewise, dealings with foreign people or companies. I wouldn't be surprised if this person really likes, money aspect of every situation. They, want and they know their self-worth. And I do think that this person likes to travel, but as well as that, I also get this feeling like they might not seem like it, but they could be introverted type of person. As well as that, I got the card of the Tower, but it is in reverse position. So this card right here describes a person who knows when to shut up and knows when they are not in charge, and they have gone through a bit of rocky situations in the past, if I have to say, but they have gone through these tough situations with their head held high. And if the Tower reverse appears in a tarot spread as a person, that means that this person is either resisting necessary change, experiencing international upheaval, or trying to rebuild after a crisis. This reversal suggests a struggle with the process of transformation, either through denial of change or difficulty in negotiating its aftermath. They always seek to find stability amid chaos. For physical characteristics, the Tower reversed as a person represents someone who may appear disorientated or in the process of picking up pieces after significant change. Their appearance might reflect the tumult they are experiencing, possibly showing signs of stress or upheaval. This individual's physical demeanor can suggest a sense of being overwhelmed or in a state of reconstruction. They are very self-insured type of person, but they also do go through things even if they don't want to, because we are all human. We are designed to do. That's what I got. Now let's move on to connection part. Okay. What will be the connection between Haechan and his future spouse? What will be the connection between Haechan and his future spouse? Okay, I got this card. What will Haechan and his future spouse will have in common with one another? What will Haechan and his future spouse will have in common, or what will be the similarities between them? Okay, going to take this card, the top one, as I always do. Otherwise, there's going to be way too many cards. And finally, what will be the challenges of this relationship? Okay, this one. And I'm also going to take one card to describe the relationship. What is going to be the connection between Haechan from NCT and his future spouse, the one he is going to marry? What is the connection like? Okay, this one. Let's see. What will be the connection? So I got the card of Knight of Cups and the card of Assertion. So I do think that Haechan is definitely going to love this other person, They will go through very, romantic like dates. He will bring this person, the other person, flowers like, uh, stuffed teddy bears, like go on like picnics and so on. But I do think that there could be some, unhappiness coming from the fans, uh, where they will try to assert their opinion into this relationship. And I do think that if they want this relationship to work out, they have to ignore, the outer opinions and so on, and just fully trust their own intuition whether this person is right for you or not. Knight of Cups, as cups as a whole suggests that this relationship is definitely going to be based on feelings, uh, you know and I do think that uh, this relationship is, or this card right here describes idealism, charm, charisma, romance, and diplomacy. That means that you are at the precipice of a beautiful love story. This card is astrologically associated with element of water and water signs, particularly dreamy Piscean energy. This literally the knight is shining armor that people talk about in romantic situation. The Knight of Cups is sometimes seen as Romeo of the Tarot. He is very romantic, very much into poetic gestures, and wears his heart on his sleeves. This is a card that represents a sign of being, and I do think that this relationship, at least at the beginning, they will really try to, court the other person, really try to impress, and at times this could almost come out as a bit dominant or trying way too hard to, to get this other person to love you and so on. But I do think that this relationship definitely has a really big potential because, cups showed up, and cups in tarot, means feelings, means actual love and being, in love with the idea of love and wearing your heart in your sleeves and passionate soul. So definitely this relationship, I think that is going to be based on feelings and based on romantic qualities. What will be the similarities between Haechan and his future spouse? I got the card of Six of Cups, which is really strange and really interesting because in any cases, Six of Cups means past, past experience, past achievements, and so on. And I do think that maybe this suggests that both Haechan and his future spouse really reminiscing of their past, of their memories. They like to share their a lot of stories that happen in the past with other people. As well as that, I wouldn't be surprised if both of them really love animals, or have a dream of owning a a pet in the future and really shining brightly. They like to, both wear these sort of comfortable clothes and not feel implemented by rules that other people might put on them, and just enjoy their own life. And what will be the challenges of this relationship? I got the card of Eight of Cups. Eight of Cups is a really interesting thing because it's a card that represents, letting go, releasing that which no longer serves you, a time to move stuck energy, like walking away, disappointment even. So maybe throughout this relationship, the other party will feel like Haechan is not putting in enough effort, and they will feel like they are left alone most of the times, and or feel like they are putting effort into this relationship and the other party is not. and they will feel like the need to walk away from this case scenario, move on to brighter things. So maybe throughout this relationship, as I mentioned, they're going to break up at some point, or will have like this sort of long distance between them, where they can't meet up in person due to their responsibilities, due to the fact that Haechan is famous and so on. So definitely I think that Haechan should be really careful not to take the other person as secondary thing and prioritize this relationship, because the other person might feel like they are not enough, and maybe Haechan as a person really, if you are not interesting for him, he will simply move on. And that is something, that instability sometimes will be not understood by Haechan's future spouse. But I do think that because for connection I got Knight of Cups, I do think that even if they break up, they will come back together, because they will realize the value that this relationship is bringing to both of their lives. That's what I got. And finally, I will now try and look into the possible zodiac signs that could be found in Haechan's future spouse's possible, birth chart. What do I mean by that? Signs in birth chart. It doesn't have to be, necessarily their main zodiac sign. Of course, it could indicate that, but it could also be, their moon, their rising, their Venus, their Mars signs in their birth chart, and so on. And also take this part with a grain of salt, because not as a literal fact, because these could change drastically overnight, and these could be incorrect. But this is a prediction, and all for fun. So please tell me, what are the zodiac signs of Haechan's future spouses that could be found in their birth chart. Haechan from NCT, future spouse, zodiac signs that could be found in their birth chart. So, Haechan future spouses, zodiac signs that could be found in their birth chart. What are they? Okay, thank you. I got 6. That's all I need. So, I got all 6 completely different. I got Pisces, I got Scorpio, I got Libra, I also got Sagittarius, Leo, and Aquarius. So, Sagittarius and Leo are fire. Pisces is water. Aquarius is air. Scorpio is also water. And Libra is air. So, if you guys noticed, I did not get any earth elements. And I got 2 cards for each element of air, fire, and water. So maybe those are somehow significant signs. Yeah guys, if you enjoyed this reading, please consider subscribing, liking, and without further ado, goodbye.